Welcome to Game Nations. Today we'll be making 20 arcade games that have been a cornerstone of gaming culture for decades, bringing people together for fast-paced action, high scores, and unforgettable experiences. From the golden age of the 1980s to current year 2025, these games have stood the test of time, influencing modern gaming and keeping arcade halls alive. These games are more than just nostalgia, they represent the foundation of modern gaming. Streets of Rage 4 revives the legendary beat-em-up series with a modern twist on classic arcade action. Featuring hand-drawn visuals, fluid combat, and an electrifying soundtrack, this game delivers intense, side-scrolling street battles that feel both nostalgic and fresh. Together, this team of warriors battles their way through neon-lit streets, corrupt police precincts, seedy underground fight clubs, and high-tech towers, taking on waves of gangsters, rogue cops, and mechanical monstrosities controlled by the Y-Twins. As they dig deeper into the crime syndicate's operation, they uncover a sinister plan. The Y-Twins are not just looking to control Wood Oak City, but to brainwash its citizens and expand their empire worldwide. Inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, Unruly Heroes takes players on a mystical and action-packed adventure through a world torn apart by chaos. The sacred scroll, which once maintained harmony between the realms, has been shattered into pieces, unleashing darkness and monstrous creatures upon the land. Together, they must battle through lush forests, deadly traps, eerie temples, and demon-infested lands, facing powerful enemies and legendary creatures inspired by Chinese mythology. Along the way, they will test their strength, teamwork, and determination as they fight to reassemble the sacred scroll and restore peace to the world. With stunning hand-drawn visuals, fluid combat, and seamless character switching mechanics, Unruly Heroes brings a fresh and exciting twist to the legendary tale, blending fast-paced action with humor and rich storytelling. Berserk Boy is a fast-paced 2D action platformer that blends classic Mega Man-style gameplay with modern high-speed movement and a vibrant, anime-inspired art style. Developed by Berserk Boy Games and published by Big Sugar, this game delivers electrifying combat, stunning pixel art, and an energetic chiptune soundtrack by T. Lopes, known for his work on Sonic Mania. In a futuristic world on the brink of destruction, an evil scientist known as Dr. Genos and his army of mechanized soldiers seek to plunge the planet into darkness. With their overwhelming power and technological dominance, hope seems lost until a young hero rises to challenge them. Mayhem Brawler is a modern side-scrolling beat-em-up, inspired by classic arcade games like Streets of Rage and Final Fight, but with a comic book-inspired aesthetic and a dynamic branching storyline. Developed by Hero Concept, the game throws players into a gritty urban fantasy world filled with superpowered criminals, rogue werewolves, and dangerous crime syndicates. You play as officers of Stronghold, an elite law enforcement unit tasked with keeping order in a city overrun with supernatural threats. While responding to what seems like a routine police call, you quickly discover a sinister conspiracy that involves dangerous metahumans, dark magic, and a crime syndicate plotting to seize control of the city. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Arcade Classics is a comprehensive compilation of 7 iconic arcade titles from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, developed and published by Capcom. This collection brings together classic fighting games that were originally released between 1993 and 2000, offering both nostalgic fans and new players an opportunity to experience these legendary crossovers. Included games Marvel Super Heroes, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, The Punisher, Beat 'em Up. The collection has been praised for preserving the authenticity of the original games while integrating modern features to enhance the gaming experience.
yes! You want to know what time it is? It's Phantom Breaking time! Oh yeah! Let's...
Phantom Breaker Omnia is a fast-paced 2D anime-style fighting game developed by Majors and published by Rocket Panda Games. It is an updated and expanded version of Phantom Breaker Extra, originally released in 2013. Omnia brings new mechanics, rebalanced gameplay, and additional content to the series, making it the definitive version of the game. The game follows a mysterious entity known as the Phantom, who grants special individuals powerful mystical weapons called Fumention artifacts. These warriors, known as duelists, are pitted against one another in intense battles. The Phantom's ultimate goal is to shatter the boundaries between dimensions, causing chaos and unlocking immense power.
Power of 1,000 suns on your opponent! Not gonna lie, I'm actually excited about this one! Giant magical tigers! Oh yes, indeed! Get out of fighting games!
Pizza Possum is a fun and chaotic arcade-style action game, developed by Cozy Computer and published by Raw Fury. It offers a light-hearted, fast-paced gameplay experience where players take on the role of a mischievous possum with an insatiable appetite for food, especially pizza. In a colorful open-world coastal town, you play as a small but crafty possum on a mission, steal and devour as much food as possible before getting caught. The town is heavily guarded by patrolling dog officers who will chase you down if they spot you. Your goal is to sneak, dash, and outmaneuver them while feasting on delicious snacks, from slices of pizza to entire banquet tables. Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions is an arcade-style football soccer game developed by Tamsoft and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Based on the legendary Captain Tsubasa manga and anime series, the game blends high-speed soccer action with over-the-top anime-style moves, delivering an exciting and cinematic sports experience. The game follows Tsubasa Ozora, a talented young footballer with dreams of becoming a world-class player. The story is divided into two main modes. Episode, Tsubasa. This mode retells the events from the Captain Tsubasa anime, allowing players to control Tsubasa and his teammates as they compete in the National Middle School Tournament, facing off against rival teams with their unique playstyles and special moves. Episode, New Hero. In this mode, players create their own custom character and join one of 3 prestigious football schools. The Karate Kid Street Rumble is an action-packed beat-em-up game inspired by the legendary Karate Kid franchise, featuring fast-paced hand-to-hand combat, cinematic martial arts sequences, and a nostalgic 80s atmosphere. This game throws players into the streets, where they must prove their skills and honor in brutal street fights. Set after the events of the Karate Kid films, Street Rumble follows Daniel LaRusso and his allies as they face off against rival dojos, gangs, and mysterious martial artists in a high-stakes tournament to determine the ultimate karate champion. When the Cobra Kai dojo joins forces with an underground fight syndicate, Daniel and his friends must take the fight to the streets, battling dangerous foes in alleyways, rooftops, and neon-lit arenas.
Well, this is jolly nice. What a glorious day for adventuring alone.
Strange Brigade is a cooperative third-person action-adventure game that throws players into an exotic 1930s setting, filled with ancient curses, supernatural enemies, and pulse-pounding exploration. Developed by Rebellion, this Indiana Jones-style pulp adventure blends action, puzzles, and teamwork as players battle through forgotten tombs, booby-trapped ruins, and cursed battlegrounds. In an alternate history where the British Empire secretly funds elite explorers, a shadowy organization known as the Strange Brigade is tasked with investigating supernatural threats across the globe. Their latest mission takes them to Egypt, where the long-forgotten witch queen Sateki has risen from her tomb, unleashing an undead army and powerful dark magic.
Sinister symbols and portentous pressure pads. What wondrous treasure lies beyond this obfuscating obstacle?
Shing is a stylish side-scrolling hack-and-slash beat-em-up, developed by Mass Creation. The game offers fast-paced, arcade-style combat with ninjas, monstrous yokai enemies, and intense co-op action. With a focus on fluid combo-heavy swordplay, Shing delivers a modern twist on classic beat-em-up mechanics while embracing a vibrant, anime-inspired art style. In a world inspired by Japanese mythology, a team of elite warriors must fight against an invasion of evil yokai demons. The legendary Starseed, a source of immense power, has been stolen by unknown forces, unleashing chaos upon the land. Playing as a squad of 4 skilled warriors, you must track down the stolen Starseed and defeat the supernatural forces. NeverAwake is a twin-stick shooter with a surreal, nightmare-fueled world developed by Neotro Inc. This unique bullet hell action game takes players into the mind of a young girl trapped in an endless loop of horrifying dreams, where she must battle grotesque manifestations of her fears and anxieties. With fast-paced combat, a haunting art style, and intense enemy patterns, NeverAwake offers a fresh and emotional take on the shooter genre. The game follows Rem, a girl who is perpetually trapped in a nightmarish world filled with terrifying creatures born from her subconscious. She is unable to wake up and must fight her way through her own fears, ranging from school bullies and hospitals to eerie vegetables and monstrous animals.
Game? Oh no! It's fresh, new brawling shenanigans for all! We've got 2 versus 2.
Diesel Legacy: The Brazen Age is a 2D fighting game developed by Modus Studios, featuring a unique multi-plane battle system where players fight across 3 different foreground layers. Set in a diesel punk-inspired world, the game combines fast-paced combat, deep mechanics, and strategic movement to create a fresh take on traditional fighting games. The game takes place in a diesel punk city where rival factions fight for power and control over a crumbling society. The world is filled with massive industrial machinery, gritty urban landscapes, and a looming sense of conflict. In this era, fighters battle not only for survival, but also to shape the future of their world.
I may not be God, but my office is bigger.
Power unlimited. Now we are one.
Ninja KAMUI: Shinobi Origins is a high-octane action game inspired by cyberpunk and classic Ninja Tales, blending stealth, fast-paced combat, and futuristic technology. Set in a dystopian world where ancient ninja clans clash with modern forces, the game delivers a cinematic story-driven experience packed with intense swordplay, high-speed movement, and brutal executions. The game follows Joe Higgin, a former ninja assassin who abandoned his clan to live a peaceful life with his family. However, the shadowy organization he once served does not tolerate deserters. One night, his past catches up with him, and his family is ruthlessly slaughtered by a team of cyber-enhanced assassins sent to erase him. WWE 2K Battlegrounds is an arcade-style wrestling game that delivers over-the-top action, exaggerated character designs, and fast-paced brawling. Unlike the simulation-heavy approach of the main WWE 2K series, Battlegrounds focuses on fun, high-energy combat with power-ups, outrageous moves, and interactive environments that take WWE action to the next level. Arcade-style wrestling. Wrestlers perform exaggerated moves, high-flying attacks, and devastating power slams with comic book-inspired visuals. Over-the-top arenas. Fight in crazy locations like jungles, swamps, and steel cages with electric traps, using the environment to your advantage. Maiden Cops is a fast-paced, anime-inspired 2D beat-em-up that blends classic arcade-style action with over-the-top characters and explosive combat. Featuring a squad of badass, high-energy police officers, the game takes players through chaotic city streets, battling criminals, gang leaders, and even powerful cybernetic enemies. In the crime-ridden metropolis of Sun City, chaos runs rampant as dangerous gangs, corrupt officials, and high-tech criminals threaten to plunge the city into anarchy. Law enforcement has been pushed to its limits, and conventional police forces are no match for the wave of crime sweeping through the streets. In a world where two legendary universes collide, an unseen force manipulates fate, setting the stage for a battle unlike any before. The worlds of SNK and Capcom have been mysteriously drawn together, forcing iconic fighters from both realms to clash in an all-out war for supremacy. As the tournament unfolds, long-standing rivalries reignite: Ryu vs Kyo, Akuma vs Geese, Iori vs Dimitri, while surprising alliances and betrayals emerge. Each warrior fights for their own reasons: glory, vengeance, survival, or power. But beneath the surface, an even greater threat looms. A being of immense power seeks to reshape both worlds, using the chaos as a means to an end. Fading Afternoon is a melancholic narrative-driven beat-em-up that follows Seiji Maruyama, an aging Yakuza enforcer who has just been released from prison. Once feared as a legendary gangster, Maruyama now finds himself in a world that has moved on without him. As he roams the streets of modern Japan, he grapples with his past crimes, fading reputation, and uncertain future. The game unfolds as a slow-burning character study, offering moments of quiet introspection between explosive, brutal combat. The world reacts to Maruyama's decisions, whether he chooses to help an old friend, take up small jobs, or fall back into the cycle of gang warfare.
Rangers, can you hear me? It's forfeit time!
Let's do this, team!
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers follows a group of teenagers with attitude: Jason, Zack, Kimberly, Trini, and Billy, who were chosen by the ancient wizard Zordon to protect Earth from the evil sorceress Rita Repulsa. After being freed from her space prison, Rita sets out to conquer Earth, sending monsters, putties, and powerful generals to wreak havoc. Gifted with power coins, the teens transform into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, gaining superhuman abilities, powerful weapons, and access to their massive mechanical Zords. Together, they must defend their city, Angel Grove, from Rita's ever-growing threats. Horizon Chase 2 is a racing video game developed by Aquarius Game Studio, serving as the sequel to the original Horizon Chase. The game draws inspiration from classic 1990s arcade races, delivering fast-paced gameplay with a modern aesthetic. Players can engage in high-speed races across diverse global locations, experiencing dynamic weather conditions, and a variety of track types that influence vehicle handling and race difficulty. The game also offers online multiplayer modes, allowing friends to compete together, taking on the role of a skilled racer aiming to dominate the world racing circuit. With each victory, you unlock new cars, upgrades, and tracks, gradually proving yourself as the ultimate racing champion.